What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Still got to go to work and get y'all this stuff. Let's break down this Azriel and Jocelyn or Joycelyn. Let's break down this brainwashing thing that the parents allege that R.Kelly is doing to their daughters. I'm not gonna say their children because they grown. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the R.Kelly situation. Some of these cases, like this one, you just got to do away with. Some of the other ones pertaining to the minors or what he's accused of with the minors and underage, okay, those are the ones. But for the older women that's older, who adults, like this situation, and this is what I mean by, if you're going to be fair, you got to be fair, period. If you're going to be fair, you got to be fair, period. And they words and choice of what they use. I don't like when the media do that type of stuff. If he's guilty, get him for what he's guilty on. Don't try to go too far to add things. Because then what happens is you mess things up. Let what happens based upon the evidence that is there. If he's guilty of law, breaking the laws. But don't force it. Like you're going to see some of this. And let's just break this down, even going to some of their parent things. Let's just break this down. Let's go to some of this. Because I just got to walk y'all through some of these things and make sure y'all catch the wordplay they use. Watch this.
21-year-old Azriel Clary and 23-year-old Joycelyn Savage told us they love Kelly, while their families claim he has brainwashed them.
Okay. Azriel, 21. Joycelyn, 23. So they both grown. But these two girls is who they want to really come against R. Kelly with. Okay? The parents speaking out, oh, we want our daughters. He got our daughters hostage. We ain't heard from them. We ain't did this. And here's the thing. Let's listen to this, y'all. Now watch this.
In an interview you'll see only on CBS this morning, the two women told us there is nothing inappropriate about their arrangement with the 52-year-old singer.
What is your relationship, both of you, with
Okay, wait, you hear the thing? They told us there is nothing inappropriate of their relationship with a 52-year-old man, even though she's 21 and the other one 23. There's nothing inappropriate. See, now this is what I mean by you can't be selective. Because regardless of how old he is to some degree of this situation, Joycelyn is 23. The other one, Azriel, she's 21. But the way they stressed it, nothing inappropriate of this 52-year-old man with this 23-year-old woman. When you see a lot of these white dudes, even from Hugh Hefner, who is 70-something, with a 20-year-old girlfriend. You see things like that. See, I don't like that type of stuff. When these two ladies are adults. You get what I'm saying? So, it's things like that you got to be real careful of. Now, let's just go into this and let's listen.
Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
Okay, so they love him and they're in a relationship with him. A lot of things going on in this world today. The only thing about this situation, they more honest about it. Usually guys mess around with girls, and that's why they call side chicks. Well, your main girl, you don't really let her know you got a side chick, and they kicking it with each other, and y'all all in the bed together. You know, that's usually when you got money like that, you can get away with that. When you got big money like that, or if girls just lesbians and down like that, you get what I'm saying? What they basically is admitting, you know what I'm saying, in so many words. This is basically what they are admitting in so many words. Like, look, we in a relationship with him. That's our man. So they are admitting that both of them are his girlfriends, and they're in a relationship together. And why I was saying, when he talk about he want to see his kids, R. Kelly, shut the hell up. You don't give a damn about that at that time. I'm not saying he don't care about his kids, but he didn't care to the nature of wanting to be with those kids when you had them first. You had a wife that gave you 3 kids. You were married. You had a wife that gave you 3 kids who you could have seen anytime you wanted to, who you could have been with anytime you wanted to. You were married. That was your wife. You could still be with your kids and wife if that's what you really wanted. But you really didn't want it. And getting rid of that also meant getting rid of the relationship that came with it. So I don't buy that trash. And just be realistically. But for them to say, we both in a relationship with him and things like that, okay, I understand that. That goes on in life. Lesbianism and threesomes and menage a trois. Some people just honest in doing it. And this is one of those relationships where they more honest with what's expected from each one. You get what I'm saying? Let's go a little deep. But Gayle and I'm trying to make it seem like, what? Like, come on, man. Gayle, you old as hell. Let's just be real. You probably done been in a situation like that. You didn't. Come on, man. I don't put nothing past Hollywood and these people. They just try to throw the burner on other people when the light ain't on them. I wouldn't doubt that she been in this situation before in her own personal life in one way or another, or even if she was just with another woman before. Let's just be realistically, man. Come on now. See, things like that I just don't like the BS of that I have to break down. Let's go.
Said it.
A very strong relationship as
Both
well.
of you.
Yes, most definitely.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a 3-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well,
How you see stupid stuff like that? How could I say this without being inappropriate? You don't have to be inappropriate with how you said it. They just told you, we with him. We with him. We love him. We with him. So you want the graphic details, is we all sucking and effing each other. You already know that. They said that's who we with. That's who we with. That we're in a relationship with him. We love him. That. So how did this work? Is it one on each other? See what I'm saying? It's stuff like that.
both
I'm
of
curious.
those.
Yeah.
We
Both
both
of
have
those?
our individual relationships with him, and
Right.
we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks.
She talking about sex. See, she said, I ain't talking about your movie. I ain't talking about going to park. I'm talking about sex. Y'all all have sex together? Yeah, stop acting like that's something that's unheard of, that don't happen. Like, oh, he be having sex with y'all at the same time, like a lot of players did, like a lot of players and guys do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. I done it before with more than one woman. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Especially when you out there like that. You get what I'm saying? So, and she know this too. Why is she acting stupid for the camera? See, that's the stuff I don't like. Stop acting stupid for the damn camera, Gayle. Like you don't know about this, or you ain't never been involved in something like this before, or people you know ain't never done this before when you know this is what's out there like that. Come on now. Stop being so stupid, man.
I'm talking about, is it a 3-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first of
Between
all,
the
I'm not
three of you?
here.
Right. Now, this what got the girl offended. And I respect her when she's saying that. Like, come on, man. See, because let me tell you something. Some things just real. And this right here is like, don't insult my intelligence type stuff. If I just told you we together and we both saying that's our guy, we together, we live together, we love him, that's what it is. You like, oh, do that? Is it sexually? What do you think it? You know it is. That's why we sitting here. Anyway, let's go.
Talk about my personal life,
Okay.
and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
Right. Checked her right. Right. Checked her right. And that was cold. Let Gayle know. Look, I'm not finna talk about my sexual life or what I do. We just told you in so many ways what's going on, but you want me to get graphic and detail what's going on. And as a woman, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. And some things just privately, just like as a woman, you wouldn't do the same thing neither. You get what I'm saying? Real. That was good. Azriel, they don't seem to be brainwashed to me. They seem to have perfect common sense of every damn thing they doing and they saying so far.
No, I wouldn't, but
Okay then. So
no,
yeah.
no, you're
Next.
Shit. Okay then. Next, see, that's that hood come out. See, Azriel from the hood. That's how them girls. Hey, you know the difference. Azriel from the hood, for real. She like, okay, next. That's how them girls in the hood. She like, next. So don't play them games with me. Next. We ain't got too long to be up in here. You see how she did it? Look, that's how they do. She did that. That's how she did. And look how she looking at her like, if this, she from the hood. I don't know much about this Joycelyn, but Azriel, she definitely from the hood.
To talk about my personal life,
Okay.
and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
okay then. So
no,
yeah.
Call Gayle up. She didn't know. He's like, no, I wouldn't. But right. Check her. Just one more time, a little bit, man.
And I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
okay then. So
no,
yeah.
no, you're
Next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not. But this is a very different circumstance.
It's
And
not
I
a
think
different
it's a fair
circumstance. There are
question.
people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends.
See that? It's not a different situation. People all over the world who ain't got. Come on, man. Come on, Gayle. You ain't never had a guy cheated on you with another woman. The only thing about it is, come on, you ain't never. Come on, I just hate the fake stuff, y'all. Let's be real. You ain't not. You know what? I'm different, but I still gotta step out on what my old life was. You ain't never wanted to have a threesome, Gayle. Like, come on. Maybe once, but right. Now I'm with her on that, what she said right there. Because that's real life. That is going on. And they try to make it seem like there's something different that's unheard of. See, trying to be too white, too Hollywood. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's just real fake. But Azriel checked on that. That nice one, Azriel.
It's no different.
Do both of you all believe you're in love with him?
Absolutely. Yes.
See, there go one of them mental games again. Do both of y'all believe you in love with him? Not do both of y'all in love with him? Do y'all believe? Because in other words, this not love. So you believe that this is love. They like, of course. From what we know love to be, we believe this love. And I'm going to keep it real. It's the same way Gayle viewing love herself. Because real true love only comes from God himself through the Lord Jesus Christ. That's just real. That's a fact. If you don't have that honestly, genuine, then you don't have real honest love neither. Your love you calling yourself having is no different than the love these girls having for R.Kelly, even though he with them both. And if you allow a person to continue to have sex with you over and over again at the same time where they believing they loving on you and you emotions going to develop. So when she's using that as a form of this belief as though they don't understand what love is, Gayle, I have to object. You don't neither. You don't need it to that degree. You can't say, well, love, well, I believe love to be this. Love can't be that because y'all both sharing the same God. When you could be in love with a guy that's actually having sex with somebody else and you still to be there with him. It's the same thing. Let's go though.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Should your
No.
parents be concerned?
No.
Why?
Well, my parents knew where I have always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never thought you were missing, Azriel. They just were wondering if you were okay.
Okay, now this about the parents. This the part I like. My parents always knew where I was at. They always knew. They the ones who bought me. See what I'm saying? See, here's the thing about the parents I don't like. What I don't like about the parents is they making it seem, now since we know, you hear, see the girls right here. See the girls speaking out. They seem way like they got sense. But then they let you in on their parent too. And this is why what the parents say really make them look bad. Because these parents want to present themselves as being so loving, good parents to their daughters, and that they come from a good background and they were giving the world to their kids. Well, how is it that if that was true, your children don't even want to call you on the phone, don't even want to come home to you? How is the perfect, good background, upbringing that they presenting before the world, but yet the children you gave birth to, the children you took care of and loved for all their whole life, why are they rebelling against you to the point they don't even want to call you on the phone? They don't even want to come home. They don't even want have no dealings with you at all. If the love was that good and real, it's something wrong with that picture. Because even in raising my children, can't no man brainwash my child to hate me. If my children know I've been a loving father and you have a loving mother that actually really genuinely loved you, no man could come brainwash that, trick that, turn around. Now she may could be involved with a person we may not approve of, but that person can't make her say that we something that we wasn't when our daughter know how much we really loved her. See, that's what's fake about the parent thing of what these girls finna bust them out on. Let's listen.
So my parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
You know what they say? They say that you were brainwashed. I talked to your dad last night. He says, my daughter is brainwashed, and he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago, and you wouldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay.
Right. So if he was there 2 days ago, in the same place where you could see your daughter, but you got all this love. Your daughter ain't in handcuffs. Your daughter free. You right in the same vicinity of her. She won't look you in the eyes. Right. You know why? Because it's shame, but it's also the fear of knowing what you up to. And I agree. I saw some of them parents, man. And like I said, their stories just don't add up. And this is, and in this situation and case, this is one of them cases in this situation that shouldn't even be talked about, because they actually is grown. 121, 123, they both grown. So if the parents saying, and they leading the charge, our daughter's this, our daughter's that, your daughters is calling you on the phone saying, leave us alone. We good. Leave us alone. I'm happy where I'm at. I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm at? We good right here. Let me be. Damn. That's what's happening. Because they understand what's really at play. Well, you finna hear even right here.
I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar. And he's a manipulative liar.
I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azriel.
Now, she calling her daddy now a liar. Now, Gayle want to take up and speak up for the daddy, rather than hearing what the daughters have to say. Listen to what the daughters have to say before you start speaking on the parent's behalf. We heard the parent talking. They've been talking for the longest. Rarely have we heard the daughters talk. Let the daughters talk and stop trying to play devil's advocate. Let the daughters talk. See, this is the thing I don't like. They want to try so hard to get R.Kelly when you already got him. So stop trying to do extra stuff. They got him already. Now let it play out the way it needs to be, or y'all going to destroy it and mess it up. All of these girls is not telling the truth. All of these girls are not women. I'm going to say women. All of these women are not telling the absolute truth. Let's just put that out there. So just being fair. Let's be fair. If it's a justice system, let's be fair when dealing in the justice system. A lot of these girls' testimony goes against what they've been saying against this man. Some of them. And these two girls right here, you can't convict this man on what he's saying, on what they accusing him of when dealing with these two, because these girls are literally letting it be known. Our parents scheming for money. They always have. They setting this whole thing up. They know where we at. We don't want nothing to do with them. We over the age. We grown. We adults. This is where we want to be. That should be the end of that situation. Just keeping it real. But the one parent, Joycelyn parents, her father, that dude really out to get some money. They got all type of videos out here on this man. Even trying to, he married, even trying to secretly talk to one girl interviewing, trying to get up with her to have sex with her. Got this dude on here. His employees came out who he was working with on him, talking about how he was trying to get money. The daughter know it. They got other videos out here where he actually telling one of the R.Kelly victims what to say while the cameras is on. So his agenda definitely about money. Definitely. And that case is stupid because here's Joycelyn, 23 years old. Like, dude, beat it. Beat it. Leave us alone. Y'all just want some money. Let's go.
Because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R.Kelly when she was 17. Is that true?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17.
Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait.
See what I'm saying? See? I agree to that. I could believe that. I could agree to believe that with what she's saying. Because even before the surviving R. Kelly thing happened and everything, a couple years before that, even in the R. Kelly camp, they had already said the parents were trying to bring their daughters to set this man up and actually selling them their daughters. This is not rare. I mean, this is not something rare that ain't happening in real life. I remember mothers, and people know about this who've been in the hood, hustling and everything. I know plenty of women be trying to give their daughters over to ballers and guys who got money and things like that, because that's one thing that hurt me in my relationship. I remember I was going with this girl named Tasha, but I was just a regular school going guy, you know what I'm saying, just trying to do things right, you know. But her mother wanted to use her beauty and her body to capitalize off of for her own personal gain. So she broke me and her daughter up and wanted her to go with this older drug dealing guy. You get what I'm saying? Because she wanted her daughter to be with a person who was balling so that she can get special privileges out of it financially. That's exactly what happened. So this is no different. When you see these parents like, hey, look, she there with him, you know what I'm saying? And trying to show and teach your daughters how to get money out of him, how to do little cover up and things to blackmail and extort this guy, you know what I'm saying, to get extra money. And here's the daughter, and this is one of the reasons why the daughters mad at their parents, because they understood what happened in the very beginning. Now that they have control over their own destiny, they cut their hands off. This is why it wasn't no calls being made to the police. It wasn't none of these missing reports of their kids and things like that at first, because they was trying to they was blackmailing and extorting this guy. You get what I'm saying? So when the daughters grown and things like that, he cut off their water. Now it's we got all this backup evidence and things like that. You telling this man your daughter age other than what she is so that he could accept her and have sex with her. Y'all setting this man up, tricking this man. Oh yeah, my daughter 18. He hearing this from the parents. Oh yeah, she 18. And think about what they saying. You can work with him, but you're not allowed to be with him by himself. So how they end up being with him by himself then? See, this the things that don't add up. They say things like that, but if you was with him, with her, he wouldn't have had room to do all those things and get away with them like you see him with them now. Because why? Y'all always there with him. Get up out of here with that trash. They purposely actually was setting this man up too. So like I said, all of them I don't believe at all. A lot of these women, some of them was bogus, but for the ones that is telling the truth, like the virgin girl who contracted herpes from him, stuff like that, bogus. The and Azriel's story lining up with Geronda's story. Geronda said when she met R. Kelly, she told him she was 19 years old. And when she got to the house and they was about to have sex, she said she was 16 years old. See, it's things like that conflict one another. Why? And if R. Kelly got a real lawyer, that will kill her whole testimony. Because here's the thing. Why should we believe you told this man you were 16 when y'all got in the bedroom, but you lied to get in the bedroom by saying you was 19? The purpose of you lying about your age was to go. Then you get there, then you say, no, I'm really 16. And you can't, and the thing about it, they already sexually active. So it ain't like they some scary virgins who not sexually active. So sex is something that they not a stranger to. You get what I'm saying? Just realistically speaking. So they on record lying about their real age with this man. You get what I'm saying? So.
Wait, your parents encouraged you to do sexual videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what she's saying. Why are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money and
your parents. You're saying the same as saying.
Well, both of our parents are basically out here to trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, with music or wherever it could be, and they're just very upset.
Okay, now see, it's stuff like that. Now this is how you know, and why this case, when it comes to these two girls, is basically irrelevant. It shouldn't be even held against them on that. Here you have the girls who the parents saying are victims on their own free will, really putting their parents on blast, telling us what they all about and what they do. So they putting them on blast, telling them what they all about, telling them what they do, what they doing behind secret and closed doors and things like that, letting the world see something different. You know what I'm saying? And they grown and of age. You get what I'm saying? So this cult of them being handcuffed, locked up, can't do what they want to. Okay, he locked up. They still ain't trying to go home. They still in this man's corner and everything. And they still don't want to talk to their parents and doing things like that. So it seemed like the parents need to just end it. They need to just, but they doing all these, post conferences and press conferences and things like this every time they say something. So they going back and forth with their daughters. Look at these dumb, stupid parents. They literally, it ain't even about R. Kelly. They trying to make their kids say something about, R. Kelly that they want them to do so that they all can capitalize financially. But the girls like, no, we not saying that. No, we not doing that. But they keep going back. So every time the daughter say something, then the parent come out, no, they lying. No, they lying. He brainwashing them, y'all. Then the daughter saying, we not brainwashed. We know what we doing. We grown. We know what we doing. We love him. We okay. We not being beat. We not being held against our will. Leave us alone. Then the parents want to do another press conference. See, this is why we got to get rid of him. So they using what he did to other girls. Oh, he had sex with 14-year-old girls. He got to take with these things like this. And he got our daughter. So he using what we know to be true and wrong in the other background, what he did to others, but trying to bring them under that same umbrella. And it's cases like this. The Geronda case, let me tell you something. The Geronda case, the Joycelyn case, the Geronda case, the Joycelyn case, the Azriel case, his wife case, as far as the child support, though, he definitely had to pay that. But I'm talking about her argument. I forgot the other light-skinned girl. Those cases need to be threw out. Just keeping it 100. Those ones need to be kicked out. Real talk. Those ones need to be kicked out. And I'm talking about, it seems like most of the older girls speaking out because he was done with them. He didn't want nothing else to do with them. He was in a relationship with, he didn't want nothing else to do with them. So, and his wife just really capitalizing. She's so fake, it ain't even funny. She's so fake, it ain't even funny. And they trying to use the ones that actually have been victimized. And Sparkle too. Sparkle fake. His wife fake. The Geronda chick, she fake too. That's the one who lied in the beginning, said she was 19 and she really was 16. She said she was fake on her thing too. The parents of Azriel, fake. The parents of Joycelyn, fake. And here go the kids putting them out there. So how you trying to do this when your kids calling you a liar and money schemer and you saying your kids lying, but yet R.Kelly is the middle of the whole thing. That's why you got to throw that. All that's just a bunch of mess. It need to be threw out. Just real talk. So let's hear the end of this.
This is the first time hearing, to be honest with you, that your parents are trying to get money from R.Kelly.
Okay.
Because your father told a very different story to me
well,
last night.
Yeah, he's the manipulative. He's very manipulative, so he's the one you need to watch out for. But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys believe it's a facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that you're ignorant and you're stupid as because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
Exactly.
But Joycelyn and Azriel, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Right.
Now, both...
See, right there. Can't argue that no more. That's clear. $20,000 and another 10 after that. I believe